Saying that, welcome back, Gavin.
Yeah, great to be here, gents.
How you going, mate?
Always good on the podcast, guys. Very excited to be back, filling in for Zav.
Yeah, Zav's internet broke. He broke the internet, and we got Gavin instead.
Yep. What a fucking poor trade that was. Sucks to be you guys.
Consolation prize, we call that in the industry.
So,
Yep.
all right. The lyrics.
Can
for
I just-
Cotton Eye
Can I just
Joe.
quickly
Yes,
say?
please, because I don't want to read these. Go. All right.
Say whatever you want.
I'm gonna sit back.
I know we're well ahead of ourselves here, but we could probably just read all the YouTube comments for this video, and it would make a really funny and good podcast.
That would be the entire. Yeah.
Might have to do a
spent some real
two-parter,
time
like
on
part A, part B.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry
Just
on.
do 55 minutes of YouTube comments. Okay. I guess it's a chorus. It's either that or it's some sort of mantra that's repeated 7 trillion times.
I counted actually 4, then 2, then 5.
Okay.
Surely
I'm
more
going to
than
read
that.
it once.
11
read it once.
choruses.
It's got 11 choruses. I'm going to read it once. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Question mark?
It's one of the eternal questions in life, isn't it? Where did you come from? Where are you going? What will you do when you get there?
I don't get it. Is this like a? Is it meant to be? Is Cotton Eye Joe meant to be some sort of like mythical beast or something? Or what? Why is it stopping him from being married?
Yeah.
Well,
I
if
think
we're
the
doing
meaning-
interpretations right now, like I've got a pretty solid one,
Okay.
Far away.
and I'm still trying to understand it, but it seems to make the most sense. But it's like,
Think of it like a redneck.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, did anyone come across that it could be code for an STD?
No.
All right.
I didn't cop that. No.
That was on the second page of the Google result.
Cotton Eye. Oh,
I don't
brilliant.
make it the second page. All right. Is that all you got?
Well, we'll go into more later. Let's
Okay.
keep going.
All right.
We'll find
like
out,
that,
out
though.
exactly who this Cotton Eye Joe fella is in verse
So
1.
a CEJ is some sort of STD.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right. Now there's verses in this song, just in case
Only
anyone
just. Only
missed them
just.
between the 11 choruses, but they're there. So it actually starts to. It does give us a very solid rundown, very descriptive rundown of what has happened here. So let's get into it. He came to town like a midwinter storm. He rode through the fields, so handsome and strong. His eyes was his tools, and his smile was his gun. But all he had come for was having some fun. That's it.
Deep.
That's
Yep.
not even correct grammar.
Nah.
Well, we should
His-
probably mention
His eyes
continue on.
was his tools.
Did you
What is
guys do
going
any?
on?
Did you guys do any sort of deep digging into this song? I know you would have, Gavin.
Yeah, I took a good look at it. They were talking about obviously those are the only 8, like the 2 verses, 4 lines apiece are the only 8 lines of original lyrics. The rest are taken from the traditional folk song. Apparently, it's existed since before the Civil War in America, which was 1861. So it's like an old, really old American folk song. The lyrics have changed over time, but that sort of whole theme of Cotton Eye Joe seems to be, the prevailing element there.
No, you've got this wrong, Gavin. Because the original is cotton-eyed. Joe.
Joe, you're correct. You are correct. They did drop the D on the Swedish version.
Can I-
Did we
can I-
mention
Right.
they're Swedes yet?
They're definitely European.
Can I hit
Yeah.
you with one of the original verses based
Yeah.
on Wikipedia, just for
Yeah.
comparison's sake?
Okay.
Please forgive this is pidgin English, so I hope I'm not being offensive by saying this, but his eyes was crossed and his nose was flat and his teeth was out, but what of that? For he was tall and he was slim, and so my gal she followed him. If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long ago. So basically,
Right.
they've changed it. Now he's a handsome dude.
Yeah,
Which takes all the drama out of it.
Hey, he's handsome and strong, riding through fields.
Yeah.
Or was his eyes crossed and his nose flat? Make up your mind.
Nah, not this guy. That was Eyed Joe. This is Eyed Joe.
Just the one wonky eye.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll play. I think the difference between I and I'd will play into Southern's STD theory later on when we come to that. So
Yeah, well,
I'm interested to see where that goes.
There's
I'm not saying that we need to jump on it now, but I'm just saying I feel like that's going to be an interesting that dropping that D I think is going to become relevant.
yeah, we'll definitely we'll work it out. Put it that way.
All
All right. The next verse. Unless you want me to read the 7 choruses in between these verses.
I
Well,
think
I
we
would-
could probably
I would-
skip it.
I would actually.
Are we
do
good?
that.
You remember it? No, I'm not going to do it. Fuck off. All right.
You fucking idiot.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe... No, I'm not going to. He brought disaster wherever he went. The hearts of the girls was to hell broken sent. They all ran away so nobody would know, and left only men 'cause of Cotton Eye Joe. Real sausage fest after bloody Cotton Eye Joe's been there.
He's taken all the women.
All of them. So
Took all of
basically,
them.
this guy's ridden in through a storm, just slings dick like nothing else.
He's absolutely laying.
Slaying.
He's
He's
laying
got-
pipe.
He's got
laying
some.
pipe.
He's got some real
Laying
BDE.
Yeah.
BDE.
Oh, big time. Big time. Like, you know that guy didn't even turn up with pants on.
How's it? I
And
love
then-
this line. His eyes was his tools. Like he's just looking around, hammering.
That's
things
right.
And screwdriving with his eyes.
It's like impregnating them with his stare.
Well, then, yeah. If his smile was his gun, then what's he? If he's smiling, is he killing them when he's smiling at them? What's the fucking
Well,
play
that's the
here?
thing. So
So
if
that's
they're
first
all-
verse.
if-
No, we're jumping around, but
Well, that's fine. Let's put it all together. If they all disappear after he's gone to town on them, is he killing them before he goes to town? After he goes to town? Hospitalizing them permanently? Or they just run away because they've been attacked?
I like the idea that
Yeah,
he's the
there's
killer
only
because
other thing
that
there.
does sort of play into the I'm assuming this is a gent singing this song saying I'd be married a long time ago if it weren't for that Cotton Eye Joe who fucking
Yeah.
murdered my fiance.
Murdered all
Yeah.
of the women in the town
Yeah.
with his dick.
I feel like that's with his huge big dick energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what other way there is to put it.
Yeah. Well,
Did anyone else get a different theory
Yeah.
based on those? Okay,
Let's-
let's go. Simon.
right, so look-
how literal can we take
No,
these?
this is less literal and more just like the only evidence I could find of that
More
this
lateral.
means
Okay.
anything. You
All
know.
right, I like it.
So look, they reckon that there's theories out. There's 2 theories, and I'm going with the second one. But the first one is about that it's a STD or STI, and he brought disaster wherever he went. The hearts of the girls was to hell broken scent. They ran away so no one would know, and only left men because of Cotton Eye Joe. So that referencing an STD, is a theory. People say that they're totally saying that like all this disaster.
What
is-
STD?
well, it doesn't even really say it. I looked into it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe, but it wasn't really that solid. But then I came across this little story, and I thought that's what this song means, 100%. So
Ooh.
settle in. Here we go. All right, this is from Landsberg Law. Commented this on geniuslyrics.com. A couple of years ago, I was about to propose to my girlfriend when my roommate Joe barged into the room from nowhere, tripped over, and broke the glass table with his face. It totally ruined the moment. I didn't know Joe that well, didn't know where he was from, but it put all my plans on hold. I put all my plans on hold just to help him through his injuries. Joe had gotten shards of glass in his eye, making him completely blind from that eye. He was walking around with one of those cotton pads on his eye for a couple of months, then suddenly disappeared along with my girlfriend. Apparently, they had bonded during the time he was getting healed and had eloped together, leaving me behind without even a note. I tried tracking them down, but to no avail. In conclusion, if it hadn't been for the Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? So
beautiful.
that's
Fucking
That makes more sense.
way more sense.
poetry.
Yeah.
Poetry.
Oh,
Although, if I can throw my weight behind the whole STD theory, I feel like there's definitely another song that ties in that ties in. I hadn't sort of thought of the STD connection until Dan brought it up. But do you guys know Skeeter by
She
the
bangs.
Melvins? You know the Melvins, right? You know, grunge band, the Melvins. They've got a song called Skeeter anyway. It's a real like drony heavy song, and it's just like a guy telling a story over the top. Anyway, it sort of culminates with this guy's sitting in his kitchen with a bag of weed on the table, just hanging out, and his roommate walks into the room with his dick in his hand, and he points the dick at the guy at the table, and he says, like, he's got something at the head of his dick, and he points it at his mate, and he says, "Does that look like pus to you?" And the guy says, "No, I think it's just lint." And
there's a reference to that in Foo Fighters.
Cotton. I think there's just some cotton on your dick.
Well, the Dave in that story may very well be Dave Grohl, actually.
Yeah,
So,
because
That's for another song, Lint Dick Dave.
Lint Dick.
That's not Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, lint dick, if you can imagine the lint being a little bit of cotton and the eye being the eye of your prick, then Cotton Eye Joe seems to suddenly have a little bit of a pussy connotation on the old knob, if you will.
Just to bag that up, the rest of that STD thing, I just didn't think it was worth going into. But basically, like the act of like Urban Dictionary says, the act of a man having his urethra swabbed by what do they call those Q-tip things? Those little cotton Q-tip.
Yeah,
So
It's got a Q-tip.
to test for the little Q-tippy looking thing, you know that. Anyway, to swab for STDs, they call that like that term. Cotton eye is referring to that little cotton on the eye.
When the Q-tip goes in your dick hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cotton. Your Cotton Eye.
That just
Do you
quickly.
reckon they play the song in the hospital, like
Where
as
it's
they're
coming from, where
preparing
it's
to
coming-
do it? Like,
Yeah,
just
for
like,
sure.
okay, let me just get all the utensils out here. I've got my cotton tips.
You know, the doctor
maybe
that's
that's why he
bodily
would've-
hums.
Let me just hit play on this cassette.
Maybe that's why he would have been married a long time ago if it weren't for his throbbing STD in his dick. I reckon you're onto something here, Dan. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I reckon they could actually get Rednex in person these days to come and play it while they do those tests.
Yeah.
I reckon they'd be pretty busy. That Dave Grohl thing that I was telling you about is called "Just Another Story About Skeeter Thompson," and it's a heavy track where he's just talking over the top of the story of that guy telling him.
That's the Melvins, isn't it?
No, it's Dave Grohl. It's from his Pocket Watch demos before the first Foo Fighters album.
Oh man, that I'm looking it up now. That's Dave talking about Skeeter Thompson over the top of a track called "Skeeter" by the Melvins, produced by Dave Grohl. On the album King Buzzo by the Melvins.
Yeah, right. It's also on his Pocket Watch demo, but this is not great podcasting, so let's go.
All right, well we can
No,
argue about this later,
going,
Bevo.
keep going.
I'm going.
I think it's lint.
Now,
Also, a great local band named Lint.
is there?
You guys heard Lint?
Lint. It's also a great local.
Tips is already skeptical about local bands that are actually good. He's like, nah.
It's also a
they're-
great local chocolate
shit.
shop.
Don't try and sell it
No.
to him by telling him there's a good one named Lint.
No. Okay, who's your favorite member of Rednex?
Yes.
Ace Ratclaw, Spades, Purvis the Powligator, Zoe Duskin, Whippy, Dagger, Jiggy, Jiggy McClanahan.
I can tell you
Mo Lester the Limp,
that is mine.
Cash, Bone Duster, Croc, Rufus Jones, Mupp, Misty May.
I like Ken Tacky.
Kentucky's hilarious.
Ken Tacky. Well, Ken Tacky.
Can't.
Yeah.
BB Stiff. But no,
Yeah,
I think
Bone
Mo
Duster.
Lester the Limp is a fucking brilliant
that's
name.
pretty good. Mo Lester the Limp is pretty rough.
Mo Lester the Limp.
I like Bone Duster Croc as well. He's good.
What does mup mean?
Mup. Yeah, Mup.
Like, everyone's got these creative
Jones
names, and someone's
Mupp.
like,
BB
May.
Stiff.
I'm gonna be mup. What does that mean?
Oh, man.
Ace Ratclaw is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Ace Ratclaw.
So,
Doesn't that Simpsons
Yeah,
skit where they're like, "I'm crystal meth."
and sorry, when I'm saying that, they're the current members of Rednex, not the past members, which that list is much, much longer.
Yeah, 26 past and present members.
Well,
of that
if you look
band.
at Rednex's Wikipedia article in band history, I'll just read you the headlines of all the categories for band history. Formation, Departure of Lundberg and Riding Alone. Farm Out and controversial lineup changes. The Best of the West and more lineup changes. Return of Lundberg and comeback. Second departure of Lundberg and singles. Second departure of Tully and singles. Return of Lofgren. Manly Man, live stream, and performer Turbulence.
Fuck me.
What a history.
I can imagine, like, after you've played this song so many times, you'd just be like, I can't do it I can't do it again.
Don't have
I'm
13
leaving
more
the band.
choruses in me.
I'm leaving the band.
One
Then you
of
run
them-
out of money, then you're like, fuck, I've got to go back and play Cotton Eye Joe
One
again.
of them I saw specifically left due to exhaustion as well. So that was I think definitely a side
Well-
product of having to play this fucking song all the time. You'd have to guess.
If this isn't a methamphetamine-driven track, I don't know what is. So,
yeah.
there's burnout at all ends.
It's definitely one of those things where these guys would all be like pretty legit musicians, but they've stumbled on the moneymaker is like doing hillbilly dance music, which is not sustainable for a happy life.
didn't that like other DJ like basically rip that off as well?
From which DJ?
The dude that cut his head off.
Ooh, you're gonna need to do some googling on this. I need to know who cut their head off. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name
Yeah.
is, but
He cut off his
just
old
started
Cotton Eye
playing-
Joe, did he?
He basically just started playing country music and putting a techno beat over it, and it was like the biggest thing ever. It's like, this
Okay.
is just Rednex. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, can't remember who it is, but you'll figure it out. So Swedish Eurodance group Rednex. Their debut album was called Sex Violins.
Fantastic name.
Came out in 1995. How's this? The vocal verses are performed by Anita Lundberg, while the Cotton Eye Joe choruses are sung by Goran Danielson, who is not in the video.
Okay.
You sure he's not in the video? There's a lot of stuff going on in the
There's
video.
a lot of dudes in that video.
They do say that he is the dude that sung it on the recording,
And he's
but
not
he's
there.
not in the video.
All right. So that's a
That's not
dignity
the dude
destroyer
that sung
right
it.
there.
Oh,
Miming
Let
Cotton Eye
me-
Joe when you
have
didn't
you
write
seen-
that. Like, we didn't
have you
sing
seen
it.
the last? I think it's the last ever episode of Extras, the Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
no.
it's got
Like the Christmas.
no, I don't think so, but it's Clive Owen's in it,
Oh,
and she's a
Yeah.
extra, and he's like basically standing in front of her calling her a fucking fat pig and all this stuff to the director, saying like, I wouldn't fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what's the extra is this? Like, I'm Clive Owen. Like, I wouldn't fuck that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what if you just like I know, like after you've he's like, I wouldn't pay for it. He's like, okay, well, maybe after you've had sex with her, you pick up some shit and you just throw it in her face. And she's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want you to do that. And he's like, yeah, all right. I could sort of smear it in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what's happened in this film clip.
Yeah, it's to everyone.
They found people and just smeared shit in their face, except they let it happen.
Yeah.
The director's like, yeah, okay, I see it here. Okay, let me just get some of this
Yeah, I
dirt.
see
I'm going
it.
to rub that in your hair. Rub it in real good.
Wait, are we on the film
Rub
clip
it
now?
in
Are we
your
gonna
face.
are we gonna go right out the film clip?
Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. But, yeah, it's, fuck, yeah, rough.
It is
The-
rough.
The producer is Pat Raniz, who I like this because he also wrote a song called "The Way I Mate."
What?
Be happy not-
He's got a
happy
song
not
called
knowing.
"The Way I Mate."
The producer of the song's got.
Yeah, he's got a song. Like he's also a songwriter, and another song he's written is called "The Way I."
Have you
Mate."
heard it?
No.
Is it just a recording of him getting it on?
I don't think so. I don't want to hear
It's
it.
just yeah.
And then he yells his name, Pat Ray!
Pat Ray! Jesus Christ.
Yeah! Then the violins coming in. The Way I Mate.
The way I made.
Oh, there it is. It's on their greatest hits, track 6.
Oh, fuck. There you
I'm gonna
go.
look him up
Uh,
right now.
So, in 1985, the Moody Brothers version of Cotton Eye Joe was nominated for a Grammy for Best Country Instrumental Performance, and the Irish group The Chieftains received a Grammy nomination for Best Country Vocal Collaboration for their version of this song, sung by Ricky Skaggs in 1992. So this song's been nominated for a Grammy twice by other people.
Ridiculous.
Intriguing. I feel like that. I can see the Irish thing though. It's got like real Irish sort of jig vibe to it though. That works.
Big time.
Yeah.
Looks like a dirty Irish barn.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Genuinely,
Pig shit.
I'd be keen to hear like an old recording of this. I think it'd be kind of cool.
I'm not.
But what has happened here?
If you want to go for the earliest known recording, it was in the early 1920s, recorded by Fiddlin' Joe Carson.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, that's the oldest. Yeah, Fiddlin' Joe.
Here,
FJC.
fiddling there, fiddling everywhere.
I had a really good
Arrested not long after.
I heard like a version of a
Sex
song.
attack, man jailed.
Cream.
Was the version you're talking about, Gav? Was that like a really smooth jazz song?
I didn't get ears on it actually. I was just having a look at the chronology of the recording. So it's been recorded 30 different times from what I could see.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
Actually,
Rednex recorded it about 7.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the track list of their greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a note there. There are 30 versions of this pile of camel shit floating out there. Yeah, 30.
So the production of this song has every single thing that I hate most about music.
Mainly, it doesn't have Kanye.
90s
Yeah.
techno beat.
Yeah.
Farm animal sound. Fiddles. Banjos.
Not even real banjos, though.
No. Arpeggiated, distorted guitar.
Yes.
Chicks singing with their voice pitched so high it's like a fucking buzzsaw. All of the things that make me want to die.
Can that be the formula for the updated theme song whenever that happens?
Just take that. Fuck. Yeah, I'll record it.
Yes.
There'll be so much aggression behind
It'll
it.
just be this song. It'll be like, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? 1001 songs that make you want to die.
I like that you forgot the name of the podcast.
If we were a better-
1001. What the fuck do we do here again?
We do have animal sounds in our theme song.
Yeah.
You
That's
do.
true. What is that? What animal is that?
It's a horse.
It's a
surely.
horse. Have you ever heard a horse?
Say, Mo. Is it a duck?
Yeah. It's a tractor. It's a tractor. Haven't you ever heard of tractor?
I was going to say, if we were a better podcast, every episode, the theme song would be similar to the song we were reviewing in its own style. But
Fuck. No, ain't nobody got time
that's a
for
lot of
that.
work.
No one's good
But
time for that.
I have heard that thought, Bev, and
It took Dan Southern fucking 3 months to get us the 7-second fucking beverage.
which is so
Thing.
funny because it literally took me about 15 minutes to do the intro, like the theme song.
I still prefer the drunken one you sent us at like 3 a.m. And you're like, I think I've got it, and you sent it through.
Yeah,
And it's
and I
so
Has that ever
sloppy.
seen the
was
light
very
of day? Because I haven't heard that. I feel like we should definitely open the show with the drunken version at
I
some
told
point.
Dan Southern I want that version of it as well, but I don't have it.
that'll be on
fuck's sake,
B-Sides
Dan.
and Rarities album.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, should we get onto the video?
Yeah.
It's about time.
All right, Bevo, what happens?
Hit it, Dan.
I don't hear anything. Chibs edits this and puts it in there later. So,
Yeah, but I normally fuck that up and then have to send it to you to fix it.
well, I guess I will hit it. I guess I've just hit it now.
Can I just say, don't forget my fucking crazy frog sound when I give this a 10 later.
Oh, no, I keep fucking you over with that, don't I, Bevo? I remember everyone else's. I just assume Bevo's going to give it a 4.
He gets it and he's like, oh, look, you know, it's a shit song,
It'll
but
be like- I hate this song so much. It makes me want to die and kill everyone in my household. But I, you know,
but
it's
you
got
know
the
what?
merit, and I give it
It is
a 4.
cool.
Do you guys remember, this is pretty niche, but Dapto Interskate back in the 90s? The roller
Yes,
skating
fucking
rink?
oath. The one down in Hooker there, yeah.
Yeah.
This song is that for me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's bad.
Yeah.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree.
It's the music video summary.
With Bevo.
Rednex performed their techno hillbilly to a crowd of supportive ravers in a barn. The band violate many safety codes by including horses, rats, and milk spitting in the rave.
It's kind of a bizarre thing where it's just two different worlds clashing, like the worlds of European bucket hat, fucking Eki driven ravers, and Rednex.
It's like they
over
just
the top,
stumbled on
over the
this
top
formula.
stereotypical rednecks too, though, not just standard like deep south. It's like if you were to try and
You
picture
reckon
the
they
most
could get
redneck,
away with that
redneck
shit?
you could.
Like, if they turned up to play a show in Louisiana or something,
No.
you reckon they'd just be like,
They would
You've
be.
got that
ladies
scene
and
from
gentlemen,
Blues Brothers getting
redneck.
bottled. Yeah,
They would be
they'd get fucked
stabbed.
up.
Have you noticed though that like the makeup they're wearing to make them look more redneck is kind of a bit more zombie makeup than
Yeah,
redneck
they all look
makeup?
dead.
I just
100%.
assumed they were strung out.
It'd be like if they if they showed up to Australia and were like, "G'day, everyone. Who would like to go to the pub and get themselves a Foster's, a big room temperature Foster's?" How
Good
powerful.
day.
We'd be like, "I'm going to
Good day,
stab
mates.
Yeah. It's like cowabunga.
you." Cowabunga, coppers.
It's a weird film clip from top to bottom, though. It sort of feels like there's a storyline that's happening, but then at some point you realize that there's just not. And it's like you know the part where the like there's all the signs around, and it's like it feels like it's setting something up, and then the girl falls on the guy off the mechanical bull, but then nothing ever resolves. It's just there's no actual story at all. It just feels like
literal
there's meant to be.
embodiment of smoke and mirrors, where every shot's so blurry and so quick that you don't get time to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's as frantic as the fiddling. The signs are bizarre.
yeah,
You've got
brilliant. That was my favorite bit.
No bath, horses outside,
Clearly not.
no sex allowed.
Yep.
Are they talking about fucking the horses?
Yeah. Seems like
See,
it.
like I feel like, and I think that's why it's my favorite thing. It clearly just embodies what they decided was the perfect, addition to their stereotypical rednecks that they couldn't visualize, so they had to write it down.
So
And
they don't think that rednecks breed.
yeah, they don't think they breed, bathe,
What's
or,
the no sex
or
allowed sign about?
have horses outside. I'm not sure. It's just I don't know.
They assume people are getting down to this banger of a track.
They don't want them fucking in the club. Like, but I know this is going to make you really horny listening to this song, but just ease up. No sex. No sex
No
while
sex.
we're playing
No
it.
sex allowed.
I know it is a sexy, sexy song.
This only ticks one thing on my bingo chart for music videos, and that's there's horses in this video.
Yeah, there are.
No
Yeah.
green screen, no beach.
No, it's definitely not a green screen.
No,
They
it
were
doesn't-
really there.
It doesn't leave
faders.
that one room either, does it? It's just it's set inside that barn and it never leaves it.
Where, if you had to like look above and down on it, how would you draw out that room?
Oh, you couldn't.
Where's the mechanical bull? Where are they playing, and where is the mosh pit
That
happening?
is
There's
very
also
confusing.
there's like a little staged area with a
Because it
door
seems like
leading
a
off it.
tiny barn.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why is the chick that's riding the mechanical bull look like she's from the modern day, and the rest of them look
And-
like they're from
and very
like
Swedish for some reason.
1840s prospectors?
It's very much like, I'll be in the video, but I am not dressing like that.
Yeah. I paid 10 grand for these tits, and I will get them out.
Can you
I
splash
like
me
that he
with
pulls
water,
the
please?
mice. I like that the mice get pulled out of the hair on 2 separate occasions, just in
Oh,
case you
that
didn't
man.
you didn't catch it in the
That's
intro. It's
early.
there.
That's 7
He,
Yeah,
ca-
there's
he
mice here.
catches it. He gets one early, and then probably I didn't jot down the numbers, but way later in the film clip, he realizes there's a fucking another one in there, and he goes back and rips it out.
Like, what?
It'd be funny if he had to pull it out of his ball hair.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a small note here. 37 seconds in, if you guys want to, I don't know if you're watching it.
Oh,
now.
I know what happened. I've got the exact same thing written down. I have 37 seconds.
Yeah. So, did you have a word to describe what you're seeing there?
No, you go first.
I'll tell you the word I have to describe what I'm seeing there. It's cannibalism.
Oh shit! I forgot
It's
about
literally,
that bit.
literally what I've written down. I'm like, are they about to cannibalize a man dressed in some sort
As a
of
yeti.
furry beast?
Yeah.
There's some primo
bizarre.
acting there too, because his face is so pained.
I
I
feel like
think
it's
I think
that's
it's
very
legit.
legit. Like,
Yeah, they
It's
almost
like a,
certainly weren't
what-
acting there.
no.
What's that? What's that fucking Eli Roth movie? The Hostel.
Oh yeah,
You know the one where it's like in
Prague.
Eastern Europe, and it's like people can
Go to
bid
this.
to torture and kill.
Yeah.
teenagers.
Yeah.
maybe it's like the same town.
Do you think this whole
It's like-
thing's just like a like some kind of ruse to throw people? Like they set up this band with this song to take the attention off the fact that this is actually happening. We're eating people.
That guy looks scared.
And this is how they
terrifying.
advertise. And they were like, oh,
Unless he was just an extra that turned up. To,
He was just
with
just
one
some-
of his mates, and they went,
Get him.
He was
threw
some
a net,
poor
a net over him.
he was some poor
tarred
furry.
and feathered him.
He was definitely some poor furry that was just trying to fucking just get laid, and he showed
Just
up and he
down
saw
to
the no
fuck.
sex allowed sign. He got furious and tried to get his fuck on and got thrown out. They tied him to a pole. It's weird.
so weird.
Actually,
is
I forgot about that bit. That looks like it's setting that up as a storyline. It's like they're taking a guy out tied to a pole. You're like, he's going to make some sort of weird furry return, and that's just he's in frame for about 2 seconds. You never see him again.
No.
So many
No, he's
questions.
gone. He's
So many
well gone.
questions.
There's also this white dude with the Jew fro that keeps kind of getting he keeps getting like faded in and out of different sections of it, but it doesn't look like he's actually there. And I really couldn't grasp as to what he had to do with the storyline of the clip.
Well, if it's the same guy I'm talking about, if you go to 131, you'll
Yeah.
see a guy staring at a chick on the mechanical horse, and
Yeah,
the face he's
that's
pulling there looks like he has an awkward public erection.
Yes,
There it
I know,
is.
so it's the story.
131.
I don't know what he has to do with Cotton Eye Joe because we never. Is someone in this building meant to be Cotton Eye Joe?
Well, she ends up falling when she falls off the mechanical bull. It's onto that.
Yeah,
guy.
she
Like,
lands on him.
She
Yeah.
essentially straddling
But
him.
But he didn't know that was about to
he's
happen.
Cotton Eye
He's
Joe.
just
Oh,
like,
absolutely not. He's just
"Oh."
wide-eyed.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's confusing.
Also, another very confusing thing that happens at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Apparently, there's been a young lady submerged in water for God knows how long. Who escapes at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. She just pops up, saturated, like she's been trapped in a barrel for the last fucking 5 to 10 minutes and is taking a big gasp of air. I'm like, what? These people are running a torture chamber.
she seems
Seems
quite
like it,
pleased
eh?
about it too. Maybe it's like a weird BDSM thing. Maybe the guy that was tied to the pole was really enjoying it. She seems to be really happy to be.
Well, she's out.
Yeah, she's gonna
yeah,
live.
I mean, she looks like she's out and she's climaxing. Maybe she's just reached the peak of her, breath play orgasm.
she's like,
Who
oh,
knows?
sweet oxygen.
It's the Wim Hof method of getting off.
Yeah, well,
God, it is scary. It's a scary time in
Yeah,
this place.
so I don't know what that. And then I'm like, where's that? Like, where's the big tub of water?
Yeah, it
I
just,
can't
it just,
grasp the geography of the room.
yeah, it just shows up.
There's
when
also,
you see
like-
the chick come out of it.
Did you ever read that thing about The Shining where they filmed that the Stanley Kubrick take on The Shining, and in the hotel they shot it so that every time they left a room or they sort of navigated the hotel, they made it so that there's no actual layout. The
Yeah.
layout, if you try to draw the map of the hotel
Yeah.
based on the film, it's nonsense. It doesn't actually work.
Yeah,
And it's because apparently when you're watching
watched
movies
the
and stuff,
video first.
you try to analyze the layout of a room and just to sort of familiarize yourself with it, and it makes you feel uneasy if you don't know. And I feel like, Chibs, you're probably onto something. This film
I
clip's
thought that was just
a little bit
filmmaking.
Kubrick.
there's a bit of Kubrick.
Brickian.
Bit
The
of Kubrick.
first thing that came to my head when I was watching it.
You're watching it, going, wow, it's very Kubrick.
Very- this water barrel. Who knows where this water barrel is? That's part of the outlook hotel.
Who knows?
I was definitely
Outright
watching
barrel.
it saying, I wonder if Molester the Limp directed this. It's got a very limpy vibe to it.
It does.
I had another note about the drummer.
As a drummer?
There is.
Okay.
They
have a
There's
guy-
a guy beating a drum.
They have a guy pounding, and I've written that in capitals, pounding away on
He
it.
came
Going-
pounding over.
He came when he saw that drum. He came pounding over. On a, he's pounding away on a
Definitely on the
22-inch acoustic bass drum, and we're all led to believe that the bass drum sound that we're hearing, the cheesy 90s techno bass drum sound that Chibs mentioned earlier that he loves. That boots, boots, boots. We're meant to believe that that's coming from this guy who's he's got it between his legs, just absolutely going to.
What's he hitting it with?
hell.
It's not a stick. Is he
you
hitting it with
imagine
a?
being
What's he
it?
hitting it with?
Now, well, I can't actually see because it's that vigorous. Whatever he's doing is
Yeah.
very, very vigorous. But the thing is, here's the problem I have with this. Right? Firstly, we're hearing an electronic bass drum sound. It's like,
Yeah.
and he's smashing this acoustic drum. And if I wanted to make that sound that we're hearing, I could do that very easily on a MIDI keyboard with my finger and just go do 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 do. It doesn't. It's like that's another dignity destroyer right there. Like
Yeah.
playing an acoustic drum to an electronic drum beat. It just doesn't really. It doesn't sit well. I don't like it, and I don't enjoy watching it.
I thought you were going to mention how the bass drum skin is loose AF. It wouldn't even
Yeah,
sound like
it's hanging
That's
off
to get
the drum.
depth.
It's because he's beating it so damn hard. Same with the violin dudes. They're just like
Yeah.
They're holding
just
it at weight. They're like firing off the hip with those fucking fiddles, man.
Very yeah. It's very 1920s gangster
There's some-
Tommy gun style fiddling.
yeah, they're really not playing that.
yeah, some
Can
fiery
you
fiddling.
imagine- Can you imagine being in the room, like while they're doing that film clip, having to listen to that drum?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, good
Can
Can you
point.
imagine?
For
Yeah,
9 hours of it being recorded.
Insufferable.
it wouldn't. It like this would be ridiculous because old mate would be miming it.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know the words. He didn't sing it.
He doesn't even know where he is.
He's like, and then the fiddlers are going like they're doing nothing. Old mate in the acoustic bass is going ga 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 ga, and everyone else is like going, "What the fuck is happening here?" Old mate's going, "Like,
Water
let me
barrel.
untie
The
me.
chick in the water
I
barrel
don't want
was
to
probably
die."
hiding in there. She was
Yeah,
hiding
chick
in the water barrel.
barrel. The only one that's going.
out.
She's the only one that's going to be peace because she can't hear anything. That's a scary situation, man.
this video would be the perfect candidate for that. Have you ever seen those music videos where they take away the music and it's just the sound of the room? This would be perfect.
Yes,
because
it
Oh,
really
people
would be,
hate-
man.
sweating and jumping around.
Yeah, it's just all
Oh.
bunch of go.
And then the mechanical bull just going.
And the
Oh,
mice
that's
in the
tied
hair
up,
just
gone.
squeaking.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please untie me. I couldn't breathe in there.
And the guy, the bass drum going.
It's just the tortured screaming of someone being viciously murdered while tied to a pole.
The sound of the lights going.
And the mechanical bull sounds. Oh, mate, the corner having an orgasm in his pants.
It would that actually all sounds more appealing than this song.
It really
That's
does.
fair. That's fair.
All of it. It's like murder porn. I basically want to watch murder porn over this.
That's my other tab in this browser right now.
Just shut that now.
All right.
YouTube comments.
Yes.
Comments.
I have 3.
Go.
This is from Cassie. My favorite song is Amazed, Ghostbusters, Cotton Eyes Joe. All right. Good on you, Cassie. Destiny, she says, I think I like this song because my dad and Nancy are married, so we had to listen to this song at their wedding.
Fuck them.
Good on you, Destiny. And
I think I like
I
it.
think I like. My dad and Nancy are married, so Nancy's the stepmom. I think I like this song because my dad and Nancy
And they
are
played
married.
this at their wedding. Like, obviously, as their wedding song, like first dance.
It's just a hoedown.
And then Rocky says, "Always thought it was Kathmandu." And been for Kathmandu. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Kathmandu.
That's good.
I like
I
what you
would
said
love
earlier,
that.
baby. Like we could just do
Great.
YouTube comments. That was just 3 of my favorites. There's so many good ones.
Here's one from James McLaren. This was 9 hours ago. This is pretty recent. All rise for the cosmic bowling anthem of the 90s.
Oh, fucking hell.
That is so true.
Yeah,
Wildly
the lights come
accurate.
down, the glow in the dark ball starts shining, and
Cosmic bowling has begun. Good luck, everyone.
Well, like I was saying before, the roller skating. The general direction.
Oh my
I
god.
wonder how much a roller skate DJ gets paid.
He gets paid in sausage rolls.
Is it
I
too
reckon.
much or not enough?
Free access to the rink.
Sausage rolls from the canteen.
Company stock.
He gets to wear his fucking skates home.
Get stock options.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Did you get any, Gav?
Yeah, I had a couple. I think the top comment when I opened it was, I showed this to my cousin. Now she is my wife.
Ooh.
And I think my favorite one was a bit further down. I had to go digging for it, but when the world needed Cotton Eye Joe the most, he vanished. That's all I pulled out of it. I just thought they were both fucking excellent comments.
I had one. It's not as good. I'll read it.
Go on.
It's from Goat Herder.
Perfect
Wait,
name.
Herter or Herder?
Herder.
Oh.
That's way less
Herd.
sexy.
Yeah. Keeps them safe rather than hurting them.
Keeps them from people that are trying to hurt them.
That's right. Things we will never know. Where Cotton Eye Joe came from and went. What the Spice Girls really want. And who let the dog down.
Oh, man, that comment's almost a trifecta of this podcast.
It's pretty close.
We need to get some Spice Girls on this show.
I've got one
Yeah,
more.
but Spice Girls are so good.
This was
I love the Spice
edited one
Girls.
day ago. The lead singer looks like if Mountain Dew was a person.
Not fucking bad.
Oh, my God.
As fucking on the ball as you can get. Wow.
The beauty is that's not the
Wow.
fucking lead singer. That's just the guy miming
Yeah.
the lead singer.
Yeah.
What a bastard.
Dignity
Oh, man.
destroyer.
All right, let's get out of here.
I feel like I just got a couple of like random facts that I dug up because I went a bit down the rabbit hole with this one. I thought there was some really interesting
You
shit.
did, Gavin.
I really did. So I think you got to think this song was late 90s, sort of mid 90s, wasn't it? Not too far
95.
off the Napster era. Not too far off the Napster era. So apparently in 2001, record sales were dipping in general in the music industry, mainly due to Napster. And Edinburgh was one of the founders of Rednex, and he said they should become a live entertainment group. Instead of just relying on record sales, they'll sort of more do it as a stage show exclusively rather than make new songs. One of the members said, "We'll not become a goddamn circus act." So Edinburgh decided to replace every member of the band, including himself, in 2001. So
Not thinking this is a novelty act.
the band in 2001 was literally none of the same members the following year in 2002.
Wow.
The band themselves all stopped being the band and recruited people to take over the band. And they just
What band? There's no musical instruments.
yes, that's so that was a whole thing. They just completely ceased to be that band, but still that band, just completely different members, and they made that choice. They themselves stopped being their own band.
It's like, well, like Chip said, when the Wiggles did it, yeah, their interview process must have been like, the person that was going to play Jeff was like, okay, well, look, do you fall asleep a lot and can you sing? Okay, all right, well, you got the job. Like for Rednex, it was like, how do you feel about smearing shit on your face and eating people? Because if you're into those things, you got the job for sure. Because like, you don't have to have any musical talent. Like,
Can you play the fiddle? They're like, no. It's like, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
can you mutilate
Yeah.
a fiddle? All right.
I've actually just typed in Cotton Eye Joe live on YouTube just to see, and the band
Nothing
consists of a bunch of people holding microphones and one guy holding a fiddle, but it's not plugged in.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Well,
They are a
off
10-piece
the back-
band.
It's from the crowd. It's from the stage perspective, so I can't see what's on the back. But they're doing cartwheels and backflips, and it's very exciting.
Should we give special mention to their many other hits, including every other song they've got that sounds exactly like this.
Which one they sent me, are they?
That one is called "Pop an Old Oak." And
yeah,
like
I listen to that.
if you
It's
listen to
exactly the same as this.
"Pop in an Old Oak" is like "Pop an old oak, pop an old oak, pop your dear in an old oak," and it's like, and then like the lyrical thing, like obviously you could point out that it is different, but it is the same thing. That's the same thing. But then
Same
it comes,
fiddle
it's
sample.
like same fiddle sample. It's like the
Yeah.
actual same fiddle sample. It's not just
I
fiddle.
put it on when you sent it to me. I put it on at home, and my wife goes, "I don't want to listen to Cotton Eye Joe." I'm like, "This isn't. It's not. This is their other song."
This isn't it. Jesus Christ.
And then and then it's even got the same like it's like it's actually the same thing. And I saw a comment on that video, which was a sarcastic comment, and it was like something like, "Hey, good on Rednex for branching out, trying something different with a different tempo, different key, different lyrical style. I really respect them for embarking on this musical journey of theirs." Like it is the exact same thing, man. Unbelievable.
Perfect. Perfect.
Insanity.
Off the back end of them becoming a sort of a live show only project, like I mentioned earlier, they ended up franchising the idea of the Rednex band name, and they claim to be the first international pop group to clone itself, and they literally allowed the Rednex franchise to be adopted by a New Zealand group to perform in Australia and New Zealand as Rednex. They have the exact same song, same everything. It is in all respects and legally Rednex, but it's just a completely different group of people.
Because
They've just franchised
Is
it.
that still going?
Why not?
I believe so. I think they still perform
Can you
in
imagine?
Australia and New Zealand. I had the names of the members. I don't have it up anymore. I had the
When
whole.
this pandemic's over, we are fucking seeking out a Rednex show.
If we can pull it together, I will be there 100%.
Or we're
We'll do a
starting one.
podcast from it. Yeah, or we'll buy a franchise. $50,000.
It's like, and here's our song. Here's our song, Cotton Eye Joe. We're like, oh, you just played it 10 times. Sorry. Really.
No, that was popping old.
Yeah.
Poppin'
Now-
Bottles
now
by
we'd like
Jessica
to play for
Mowboy.
you, Cotton Eye Joe. Here we go.
Popping out,
And the rush.
popping out.
And
I'm
a
going
one,
to see about
and a
popping
two.
out. I'm going to see his popping the smoke. Oh, no, about popping out.
Jesus Christ.
It's insanity.
The last fun fact I had, sorry, just before we wrap it up, that I think was quite ahead of its time. Their first EP, which was called Inbred with Rednex, which is a fantastic name for an EP. It actually featured as track 1 an interactive click and point and click adventure game that could be played on a Mac or a PC. So if you took the CD of their first EP and put it in your computer, you could actually play a little point and click game
Cool.
instead of track 1, which I thought was really awesome.
Ahead of their time.
Ahead of their time.
This song was number 1 in Norway for 15 weeks, Switzerland for 13 weeks, Germany for 10 weeks, Sweden for 8 weeks, Austria for 7 weeks, 3 weeks in the UK. In Ireland, it peaked at number 2. It topped the charts in New Zealand, Australia, and the US. MTV Dance played Cotton Eye Joe. They placed it at 51 in their list of the 100 biggest 90s dance anthems. Paste magazine ranked the song 17 in the 60 best dance floor classic lists in 2017. Thought Co. listed the song at number 92 on their list of top 100 best party songs of all time.
What number, sorry?
92.
Fuck.
The fact that it made it into the 100
Ridiculous.
best party songs of all time. Crazy. 2001 BDO world champion John Walton uses it as his walkout music. And Cotton Eye Joe, this is the best one. Cotton Eye Joe is frequently played for a segment called Coin Quest in the Adult Swim television series Fish Center Live.
That's when you know you've made it.
That's when you know. It's like, guys, are you sitting down?
I just got an email.
Fish Center Live.
You're kidding! Oh my god, we've made it!
You've heard of fish. You've heard of center.
Imagine them together at last.
Live. Coming
Live.
at you live.
Coming at you live. It's Fish Center Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coin Quest. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? I imagine it's like one of those machines where they blow cash around, but it's actual coins.
It's a less
obliterated by
popular
metal.
version
Or fish.
of grab the money concept because people are just getting coins like stuck in their eyes and swallowing coins and shit.
Screaming.
Oh, I got a 50-cent piece just punctured me esophagus.
It's mostly just screaming at
Yeah,
fruit.
it's like, stop, it's actually a terrible idea.
Coin Quest, and it's got this song going the whole time.
And no one can hear him scream. Yeah, Coin Quest, where no one can hear you scream. Because they're blasting Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? He's like, ah! Help.
This is truly the perfect soundtrack to a bludgeoning.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. How many eyes made of cotton? Out of 10 would you give this? 10 being that you didn't make it out of that submerged tank of water and you blissfully slipped away in the darkness.
In a peaceful darkness.
They started filling in the 50-cent pieces.
And
Filtering.
1B, you were that girl that escaped, but you only escaped the tank of water, but not the barn, and you were stuck there forever.
So it's still bad. Even if you give it a 1.
There's no actual good one
It's
here.
still horrible.
Yeah, fair.
So I can't see a good way of getting out of this song.
No.
I can't. Gav.
Oh, fuck it. You want to go to me first? Intriguing. All right, nah, fuck it. I'm going to kick it off. All right, I'm going to preface this score with a little bit of a
Oh, you fuck.
He's
yeah,
going.
What are you doing?
deal
We've
with this
got-
bullshit.
We've got
gents.
Gav in one of those crazy frog moods.
Yeah,
I
I'm
bet
in a
you
crazy
got-
frog mood. I'm going to go double crazy frog on you. Fuck it. It was a song that trolled the world from a
Rednex fucking franchise, mate. Doesn't mean you need to use this as an advertising tool.
oh, fuck you, Chibsy. It was a song that trolled the world from a band that cared so little that they left their own band and then cloned it to make more money off fucking idiot. And I respect the living shit out of it. I'm giving it 3 cotton eyes.
Oh,
Man.
Wow.
That means you listen to this song. Dream would be at least, what, once a week?
Yeah. I'd stick around. I'd stick around for it once a week. Look,
Once
I
a
wouldn't.
week.
I might not put it on once a week, but if it came on once a week, I wouldn't be hitting skip, Chibs.
Yeah. So it came on in the Gavin household, just on the radio. You and the missus look at each other and have a little boogie in the kitchen. You'd be fine with that.
I look at the missus, and then I look at the barrel of water over in the corner, and I just start nodding with my eyes real wide. I'm like, oh, it's time.
That's why I get
It's time.
And then you'd look at the guy that you've got tied up on the spit rose pole.
And the girl riding the mechanical bull forever, just begging to get off. I'm like, not yet. The song's still going.
It'd be funny if Gav's background that looks like his house now is actually just like a Facebook link. And he cut, it's the barn. It's the barn from Cotton Eye Joe.
He's coming to us live from that barn.
Live from the barn. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, yeah.
Still alive.
Just sort of
Fuck it. I'm going 3. What's up?
All right, Bevo.
I'll give this song 1 point for every chorus,
Wow.
minus 1 point because of the hilarious idea of the video with no sound, which gives it a. This is a 10. This is a clear 10. But if you went to someone on the street and said, "Quick, think of a shit song," if they didn't say "fucking Cotton Eye Joe," I'd be very surprised. This is the archetype of a shit song.
Thank you.
That was huge.
It's got the depth of a fucking puddle.
A shallow puddle. A puddle
Yeah.
that's on flat ground.
Oh, I
By a
can tell like
Swedish electropop group that trolled the world. I'm saying it's a
Yeah, so did
masterpiece.
Aqua, and I still enjoy that.
that. Renee Gifter, mate. Dan Sutherland.
Well said, Bev. That was good. This song was the the bell at our school when I was going to primary school.
Oh,
That's it.
Jesus Christ.
You're
I went to a
kidding.
went to a school in Fairmeadow Demonstration School, and this was like roll call bell, go in to class bell, you know what I mean? And then there was first lunch, then the end of first lunch, then next lunch, then and then at the end of the day. I was hearing this about 6 times a day, right?
And was there any school shootings while you were there?
Tell you what, I'm not going to comment on
Nearly.
that. But but the thing is,
Very, very fucking nearly.
I can't give this thing like I got to go with my gut here. I've hated this ever since I was 8. Hated this song. It is very much a 10. 10. Because you nailed it earlier. Everything that, like, you articulated everything I hate about it. I didn't even realize what I hated about it, but everything you said about it was like, that's it. That's the formula. I hate all of that. Perfect.
We're musical kindred spirits.
Like, when you said it, I'm like, that is it. Like, I don't know why I hate it, but I hate it.
Just
Why
before
do
you
hate
go,
Green Day Chibs?
just before you go, Chibs, I hope Zav's written in, and here's his soundbite now for what score he gives this song. And if he's not, then don't I look like a fucking
Could someone do
redneck?
it? Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
You've let us down again.
Yep. Fuck you, Zav. But if he has dropped it in, we'll have to be like, yes, good point, Zav. I agree with that score.
Oh, look, I imagine the fact that Zav gave a fucking Coco Jumbo like a 1. I reckon he would have fucked us.
I reckon he's got
would've
me.
been-
I reckon he's with
Man,
me on this one.
Damn,
Fuck
this
yes.
comes on in a nightclub. This comes on in a nightclub at 3 a.m. and I'm about to leave. I'm fucking staying for days.
Well, I was gonna say Gav fits the rhyming scheme of the name. Yeah, Zav Gav, and you gave a score that was probably exactly what he would give. Or
I reckon he's with me. I reckon if we've got that soundbite from Zav and we've snuck it into this show, I reckon that me and Zav are going to be patting each other on the back with this one.
Zav's a little bitch. Gonna make him to recording this podcast. What a piece of shit. But don't worry, he recorded himself saying stuff about this song. Ooh, motherfucker.
There seems to be something oddly intriguing about the fact that this barnyard party has turned into an absolute fucking rave. And I think it's probably the fact that there'd be copious amounts of methamphetamine readily available, which really, really excites me about this whole scenario. However, the song makes me feel neither like dying nor living. It just puts me into a deep state of absolute nothing. So for those reasons, I'll give the song a 5 out of 10. Fuck those guys.
Ooh, motherfucker.
You might look like a fucking idiot. I'll give it a 10.
Yeah!
10.
Perfect 10s. Oh, I did it.
No, actually, no,
No,
good
it
lord.
won't.
It's slow, good lord.
Good Lord is still number 1.
To be fair, Good Lord deserves to be number 1.
No, I don't have an issue with that being number 1 at all.
Yeah, good.
I'm glad this is way up there because fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thanks, Gav, for filling in for Zav.
Cheers for having me.
And make sure you follow us on all the social medias, Instagram. You can follow us on TikTok. We are at the 1001 Crew. Follow
we get
on
banned.
Spotify. Yeah, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And tell your friends about it. Thanks for being a fucking idiot.
You're all
Cream.
idiots. Thanks for following us on the socials. Don't follow me in my social life. That's my private time. So
What social?
We'll post his address in the show notes.
that's my.
Bye.
Bye.